Hi everyone. Sorry I did not film this when it was completely dry. I failed that point. But anyhow, this is my test case of uh, putting water into the gunk after it had been dried 1 week and a half. I don't know if that was enough. Uh, Maybe it needs a month to be completely dried up, but I'm trying to see if this actually completes the cycle. So what I did, I took a good deal of gunk. Let me see if I can. Up, up. Get here to the side. This was originally the gunk aquarium. Still kinda, but I have found that before this was of this, this color, brown, orange, and but it started turn green, and then so I put these guys. I already let me see. Okay, I already scraped the excess, trying to increase the green algae here. But as you can see, I had some extra spoons and I dropped them less than a week ago, and you can see that already algae is growing on them. So I hope that they get covered in algae, and then I move it, scrape it off, and uh, the green algae start taking over. As you can see, this is most of the first one, the first colony started and it's doing great. And when I put these lights on it, you see bubbles everywhere. I like it. Anyhow, this is a success. And the last aquarium, let me see. Little better lighting, kind of. Okay. Anyhow, so as you can see, especially here, you can see that is algae that is growing. So I scraped like a week and a half ago. So is a last, and the water is changing from this kind of color, kind of greenish. So I hope that eventually we'll get this, and so this one and this one will get clear, and at the bottom with green algae bubbling everywhere. Okay. So we're still working in this guy. This guy is still giving problems. I use a brush to scrape off the brown orange thing. It might be a kind of algae, but I have not seen to be as productive as the green one. Also, a warning: do not use brush that has big spaces like this. Some of my sea monkeys, because I was not putting attention, met their demise when I was scraping because they got in middle of this. You can imagine the result. So anyhow, you want as less spaces like this in the top of your brush. And if you think a better way to clean without removing the water, leave it on the comments below. It's welcome. I'm open to ideas. This is having, as you can see in my channel since day one, this has been trial and error. This apartment is a basement apartment. You can see over there, the ground is in the base of the window. So lights is not the best. And we are in the northern, I'm in Massachusetts, so it's cold. I have been fortunate that this location is quite good, keeping the temperature quite stable. So I have, in July, it fluctuated between 76 and 82. that you can see beside other things. You can see the other videos to see the story. But anyhow, they are thriving here and here, and either it's murky, they are thriving here. Actually, this was the one had the most sea monkeys. And even the ones I left here to break down the extra gunk have been here 4 weeks maybe. I will need to check the videos, and they are doing fine. Yes, it's super murky, but there is a lot of algae, and I still don't feed them. So that is part of the idea. If there is enough algae, I will not need to feed them, and hopefully I will be able to turn off. Actually, let me turn off because I don't need the extra sound. I can leave it. So anyhow, okay. So the main goal of this video, I took. There was a lot more gunk, and a difference of the 90s, I will not let this. There was in the 90s there was no sea monkeys in the gunk aquarium. There is now, I wanted them to break the excess stuff, and what had happened is that it had become apparently great to try to create. I hesitate to use the word cultivate, but as you can see, I might have said this already, but sorry, I'm tired and I need coffee. And so a week and a half ago, I had these extra spoons, and this one already is showing that little green, so hopefully it will be great to move to this guy. And then I will let them distribute through all the aquariums, so they have an extra location where the algae can grow. And you can see that this one was here, and I had it here for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I left it here like maybe 2 weeks, and look at that. So yeah, it works. Anyhow, and back to this. Okay, so I took extra gunk here. I put it here. Sadly, I forgot to take the video when it was completely dry. I let it dry 1 week and a half. I don't think that was enough, but the problem is that it's becoming cooler and cooler. Right now, the apartment is between 72 and 73 degrees. So I tried a week and a half, and today I poured water in it. In theory, if there are eggs, in a couple of days they should hatch. Obviously, I will not do a video unless it's very clear that that was a success. And that will be the first time that I would have done what I did in the 90s, that before they would not survive. They when there were no more sea monkeys, as you can see already, there's a good deal of gunk, but normally there was way more gunk. Let the aquarium dry, like it shows here, and then when it was spring, I pour water and we have start the cycle. This time around, because of this light that simulates sunlight and automatically turns on and off each 12 hours. Also, I learned that you see that nothing moving the surface, but if I turn the fan, you see that the things start moving around. So actually that is water circulation, and that made a huge difference. You can see my other videos that I didn't have sea monkey babies lasting long in this one, nor in this one, and this kinda. Actually, all this started, the females when growing will not have eggs. So I did some research, and they say either 125% salinity or lack of oxygen. So then I researched more and I say, well, you need to break the surface. And I will stop there because already we are hitting the 10 minutes. But anyhow, Since I'm moving along, I still trying to make this one to grow green algae. This started at last growing green algae, so when I scrape it off, it looks like it was a success. This is the original, plus 90 days, the original colony. They are doing great. The former gunk, still gunk, but essentially I'm using it to grow extra algae. And here is the experiment to see if 1 week and a half is enough to complete the cycle. Of course, is assuming that they were already in the gunk when I moved it the first time to the original aquarium. There were enough eggs at the period. There were eggs, but I don't know if there were. So it's possible nothing will happen. But I'm testing before we get into winter. So anyhow, if I see a big difference and they pop up, I might do a quick video, hopefully quick. And if not, then the next goal is to see how they do through winter. I will need to be away for the holidays, a few weeks. So the idea is that if I have enough algae, then I will move this setup to my bedroom, put it at 70 degrees, turn off because I will not be here to pour water. Every 2 days, normally I need to put almost half of this because of the fan, but that's extra circulation, as you can see, is doing great things for the growth of the next generation. I was not able to do it until I started doing the fan thing. So anyhow, so most likely the next video will be if I see a lot of babies being born here, that I doubt it. I think I didn't left it long enough to dry up. And or when I move the setup to my room and I set up everything for my travel, that I will be away for a few weeks, you will see what I plan to do. And so you will see the before, and when I come back, then I will do an after. See if they survive being away, then it's a success. Because we are in Massachusetts, at that time is December, full-blown winter. I simply made a mini greenhouse, if you can say, that 70 degrees in my bedroom, because the rest of the house will be around 50 degrees. And this will be off, but because of this light that turn on and off for 12 hours, should, I don't think you can see the bubbles at this point, but there is another video that you can see it. And then we will know if this northern latitude with so poor lighting and no good airflow to move to circulate the water, they can survive. So anyhow, oops, 40 minutes. Sorry, many things on my mind. Next video, hopefully will be way shorter. Okay, to you guys later.